Hi everyone and welcome to another quick video from Chatsworth House, and today I just want to show you two different palms, two of the most common palms you can get here in the UK, Trachycarpus Fortunei and Trachycarpus Wagnerianus or Waggie, to just show you the differences between them in terms of how they look, how they grow and which one's the best for your garden. First things first then, this is a fantastic example of a Trachycarpus Fortunei, and this is the most commonly available palm here in the UK. This one is especially well grown. As you can see from the thickness of that trunk, that must be 25, maybe 30 centimetres across, and the plant itself looks absolutely fantastic, in great condition. Now, the first thing that strikes you with this plant, other than the jungly exotic appearance, is how big it is. Each individual leaf or frond is, I'd say, just over a metre across, on stalks that are, again, over a metre long. So as a whole plant, it definitely takes up about 3.5 to 4 metres wide. But the issue with Fortunei is these leaves are quite soft, so potentially they're a bit vulnerable to any kind of wind damage really. So if you live in an exposed location, this maybe isn't the palm for you, but for pretty much anywhere else, it's really easy to grow, very tough, and it can take severe cold. So like I said, we're here in Derbyshire, and this area sees a lot of frost every year. It's definitely a bit of a frost pocket, but no protection, and this plant looks pristine. So it's absolutely fantastic choice for 95% of UK gardens. A Trachycarpus with a slightly different look is this one here. This is a Waggie, Trachycarpus Wagnerianus. It's got a really interesting look to it, and the first thing you'll notice are these fronds or leaves. They're very stiff. You can tell there by the way it bounces back. This palm is certainly a lot more wind resistant than Fortunei. Those dark green leaves or fronds, they stay rigid even with frost, even with snow, despite strong winds. So this one, if you live in a more exposed location but you still don't see any really deep cold, this is the one to go for. These aren't as common as Fortunei, but they're well worth hunting down. They've definitely got a very unique look to them, and I think they're fitting really well with a modern garden, with a Japanese garden, pretty much with any kind of plant. I think they're a great palm that will look perfect all year round. And as you can see, compared to the Fortunei, they're definitely a smaller plant overall. So they're certainly one for the smaller garden. This one, it still takes up a good bit of space, maybe 2.5, potentially 3 metres across, but the actual crown is a lot more compact, whereas the Fortunei, certainly bigger. And what you might find in terms of growth rate, once they've settled in, they're a plant that I would definitely recommend buying small if you can. They will grow relatively quickly. They take a few years to actually settle in and really get growing, but once they do start growing upright, they can potentially put on a foot of trunk a year. Now, the Waggie isn't quite as fast as the Fortunei, but they're both plants that will certainly size up, and just a few years' time, a plant like this will be potentially another couple of foot taller, which is definitely a growth rate that you'll certainly notice happening. They're fantastic plants. If I had to give an edge in hardiness, I would say it's the Fortunei, but still the Waggie is very tough and they look great in the frost. So that's just a quick look at two of these palms while I'm somewhere with two examples nice and close to each other. Thanks for watching, I'll see you in the next video.